What's going on, America? So, real quick, really quick, I have to be really quick. I'm running really late right now. I was up all night, like a 12-year-old, knowing he's gonna get that red bike on Christmas morning, you know? So, yeah, didn't get much sleep last night, but there's only one first day of school, and this too is a part of that first day of school. So I don't even know what to really bring. No, I mean, I do know, but it's a totally different school, totally different environment. And now I'm just rambling, making the late part a lot more late. But I wasn't the only culprit in this. Bella, can you tell the people why it took you 30 minutes to go to the restroom this morning? Kila, tell them. Bella, why did it take you 30 minutes? All right, we are here. It's our first day. I unfortunately didn't charge my microphones, so we're going with the little throwback microphone, but that's not why we're here right now. The answer is really simple as to why we transferred. There's a long answer and a short answer, and we'll accomplish both of those right now. The short answer is, if I was hiring a mathematician, right? Stay with me. If I was hiring a mathematician, am I going to hire someone from MIT or Northwest Vista? The answer is simple. You're gonna hire the MIT guy, So, and the same thing applies to barbering school. That's the short little answer to all of it. The long answer is, I can't express enough of how much of this place being the right fit. Now, I understand, like, if you're not a barber, you probably don't know what faded culture is, but if you don't know, and something that if you're local to San Antonio, you should be really excited about, but faded culture is, in my opinion, the number one barbering tutorial channel on YouTube. And prior to me even knowing that this school existed, I didn't even know that they were from San Antonio, for that matter. So when I connected the dots and everything in between, it only made sense for us to come over here. However, the other aspect of this is this transfer, in that sense, it's 2 weeks ago I came here for a haircut, and I got it cut by this amazing barber. Her name is Lux, and she wholeheartedly gave me a $75 haircut as a student. But the thing was just not only was she giving me a great haircut, the guy next to her cutting hair was doing another amazing haircut, and they were doing it very timely. And then all the haircuts I saw today, everyone was just so great, so it's awesome to be able to go from one place and come to this new place where the standards are so high, right? That's exactly what I need, in a sense of not only challenging myself, but, and I can't pound this enough into everyone's head, but becoming great at becoming great as a barber by the time we graduate. That is so important. And and I don't believe in a sense of the transfer, they say the grass isn't always greener on the other side. Not for 1 second do I think that this is going to be a walk in the park. It goes back to the challenge, them being able to execute those haircuts at a timely manner, and it being a $75 kind of haircut, in that sense. Not that it's listed at $75, but the quality is $75. That's exactly what we need, boys. Check this out. Little side quest in this vlog, but there's this amazing coffee shop right here in the Andes. So if you come to Faded Culture, say hi. If you come to Faded Culture, you can come check out Countdown Cafe right here. And that's how I know it is meant to be, because if you know me, you know how addicted I am to coffee. So having a place where I'm going to be at consistently with a coffee shop at walking distance, that's more trouble than Chacho's next to my old school, but this probably more healthier than Chacho's, that's for sure. But definitely come down. There's also a dispensary here, so I don't really need to talk too much into that. But just so you know, there's a dispensary here too. So yeah, come and check it out. Man, we just had our first little class session. I love how organized it is here. There's no shade in saying that I learned more in my little morning class session than I've done in the entirety of my little barber school career. There's a plethora of information online. Premiere, that convention, and Rory taught me so much things. But the fact of the matter is like what I'm looking for is the consistency. And having what we did this morning on a consistent basis is the steps that I need, is the place that I need to be in order to be that best that I can be in the time of this schooling process. When a doctor graduates, right? I keep going back to his doctor thing. When a doctor graduates from their doctor school and they finish their little practice hours and things like that, they're expected to be able to do a surgery once they get out. Like, the nurses are not going to be there to help them with this little open heart surgery. They learn that in school. They learn that in the process of their education. And I know I just compared Fata Culture to MIT, and I also compared being a barber to being a doctor, but you get the idea. It has to be, there's a certain aspect of learning more as you evolve in any kind of subject matter. However, I'm like, time, bro. I keep going back to time, right? And that time is important in the sense of being able to be great at this when we graduate, because I can't really afford not to. This whole process of school, this is literally gambling right now. And I do truly believe in this gamble, not only in Fata Culture, but barbering being the next chapter. So, that being said, I'm so excited because I just learned so much, and Corey, the instructor, just explained things so well, and the way the class went, the exercises that we did, all that, 10 out of 10. I was just like, bro, I was like, come on, man. This is what it's about. So I'm going to try to end this video right now. I got another haircut later on tonight at my place. Probably won't record just because of my bandwidth, but we want to try to do these vlogs almost every day, in the sense of this experience here at Fata Culture. But if you rewind back to, man, my hair is so bad. If you rewind back to the first video in that sense, this is a documentation of the journey, being 35, taking a few steps backwards, and I know I can do it, and I know I could be great at this. This is going to be that process, so people can know that whatever they're doing, they can do it too. It's gonna be difficult, and honestly, this story is gonna progress into places that I don't want it to go to, but that's the part of the documentation process. I got to stay true to the reality of this process and not sugarcoating it in any kind of way. But besides that, love you guys. Like and subscribe, right? Are we there yet? I don't know. Let me know if we're there yet. Put it in the comments. Anyways, love you guys. See you guys tomorrow. And dude, I am so stoked. There's a reason why I couldn't sleep 2 hours. And that being said, I'm 35, bro. If I have 2 hours of sleep, I'm crashed out, But my adrenaline's pumping so high right now, because I just know that great things are to come. And I couldn't be more excited about that. But anyways, now I'm just rambling like I typically do. And love you guys. Bye.